channel. So I apologize for the lighting. It's probably gonna change a lot as I'm on my way to work today because it's raining yet again. I really can't stand this weather that we have going on here. I feel like I can't do anything because it's constantly raining. But anyway, today in my video, I wanted to talk to you guys about my anxiety. I know that I have posted about this in the past, but I just wanted to touch on it again to give you guys a little update on it and how I've been dealing with it, and maybe it can help you guys in some way. And my hair is just disgusting. Anyway, so if you guys didn't know, my anxiety stems from what I can pinpoint is a workplace I used to work at. It was a nursing home. This was back when I was like 17, 18, and I just was working as a personal care assistant. So, you know, I was helping them like eat, take their pills, whatever. And then I moved up to supervisor. I was a med tech for a while, and that basically entails me bringing the residents their pills. I'm the one in charge. I do all the calls with the docs, whatever. But the problem with all of this was that I worked overnights. So I worked 11 to 7, and at this facility there were a lot of people who were mentally unstable, and by that I mean they were schizophrenic. They had a whole bunch of other types of things going on, which for some reason at a young age that didn't sit right with me. It made me a little nervous, a little scared, whatever. So there was that, and then, but I obviously knew, like, I'm here to take care of these people. Like, I have to do what I have to do. Like, I want to be here, right? Like, I want to help them. I want them to feel like their home is like a normal place. So I just kept pushing through, and before you knew it, people started dying while I was there, because it is a nursing home, you know, people die. But the problem with that is that you watch them die and then their family doesn't come to see them at all, or they just don't care anymore, like, at all. And that was really disheartening. So, like, and it was my responsibility. I had to call the coroner's office. I had to, you know, call the ambulance. The EMTs had to come and pronounce these people dead. Like, this was happening, like, just constantly. And it takes a certain type of person to be able to handle it. And that was not me at all, like, at all. And especially the overnights, really, no matter where you work, you could work at, I don't even know, YouTube headquarters and work overnights, and it will still take a toll on your body because our bodies are not designed to be nocturnal. So that really hit me. I started having like panic attacks. My chest would start to hurt really bad, and I would go to the doctor. They had me hooked up to a Holter monitor, and, you know, my heart was fine, blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking at a young age that I'm literally going crazy. Like, nobody is listening to me. I'm just like stressed the fuck out, beyond belief stressed the fuck out. And I could not handle it. It was to a point where I did not even get out of bed. I couldn't move. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to basically, like, do nothing. I wanted to absolutely do nothing. And I started getting these thoughts in my head, like, I just don't want to do anything. I'm not gonna move, I'm not going anywhere, I refuse, and I actually quit laying in bed from that job. I called my boss and I was like, hey, guess what? It's over, I'm done, we're breaking up, I don't wanna work here anymore. And from that moment, it was just, I swear, it was like, maybe even like 4 months after that to where I started to feel better, because after that I started school, college to be a medical assistant, and even from there I was still getting the panic attack and the chest pain and like shakes and everything like that, and I was just like, it sucks because you think to yourself, what the fuck is happening? Like, what is happening right now? Because in your head you're just like, what is going on? There's like two sides, so it's like one part of you is freaking out and the other part doesn't know why. And because there really is no reason at this point, because we quit our job. But it doesn't just go away, it kind of manifests and sits with you for a long time. And after that, I wound up going on birth control, and I was taking the oral contraceptive, and I started getting all the mental side effects of that. So I was getting the anxiety, depression even a little bit. I got stuck in bed again after that, and once I stopped it, 2 weeks after that, I was kind of okay. And so I couldn't take that anymore. But at this point, I really have not defined what is actually wrong with me. I don't know. I'm just thinking I'm nuts. So, like years down the line, like 3 years down the line, I started working as a medical assistant. I graduated college, got my diploma, got my certification from the state, everything like that, blah, blah, blah. And I started working, and I started working for one of the docs, part of the hospital that I work for. It didn't really work out, so I transferred. And that's how I met the doctor that I work for now. And come to find out, that's when I learned what was wrong with me is because of her. And seeing all the patients come in with the exact same thing that was wrong with me, and what she was telling them that it was, I was like, holy cow, why didn't my family doctor tell me this? Like at the time I was seeing, because right now she is my doctor, but before that came about, I was seeing someone else, and that was never mentioned to me. It was never even brought up to me that it could be anxiety. I didn't even know. And you know, I was just so angry, I feel like, because I just felt like I was kind of cheated. Like, why didn't you mention this at all? And you know, once I learned what it was, and I learned how to cope with it myself, it was a lot easier. I did like transfer my care to the doctor that I work for now, and you know, there was a point where I saw her for it, and she was like, you know, you can always try this medicine or whatever, and I never took it. I never picked it up. I never did anything about it because I didn't want to be in that position to where I would have to wean off of something, because once you're on those type of medicines, it's not like cut and dry. You can't just stop them right away. If you want to, you have to wean off of them, which is not something I wanted to do. So I found exercise, and at that point I was just like, you know, I need to lose weight, I need to eat better. And once I started exercising, it was just like a balloon that was about ready to pop found a little sliver of a hole and just started to deflate. And I had just found my release for anxiety, and ever since then I've been pretty much okay. Usually it only happens when like a significant event happens in my life. I get a little bit of anxiety, but you learn how to talk yourself through it. Like, okay, we felt these feelings before, we know what's going on, we're okay, it'll pass. Give it a few minutes, distract yourself, do something that's fun, do something that's happy, and we'll get through it. So that's what I did. That's usually what I tell myself every time now that I have anxiety. So and then also working out, jogging is a serious release of anxiety and depression. Exercise is the most underrated form of an antidepressant there can be. And it's free, you can just do it. So that is my anxiety and depression story. It sounds very cliche that working out and talking yourself through it can help. It's a lot easier said than done. I will say that it is extremely easier said than done. But if you are not willing to medicate yourself, you need to figure out a different way, and that was my way. So I hope that advice for you guys can help you in some way. But I just wanted to share that story with you guys because it's kind of a gloomy day out. And it just made me think of that because usually a lot of people get depressed around the winter time and stuff like that because the weather gets nasty and dreary, and I just thought it would be a good video to update you guys in case anybody out there needs any form of help. So with that all being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. I hope you can take something from it. If you are struggling with anxiety, drop a comment down below with a little heart emoji. You're not alone. Everyone in the world has anxiety. Even sometimes people deny they have anxiety because they're embarrassed of it, but they have anxiety too, so don't let anybody fool you. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!